Hello and welcome to the Heroic Scale podcast. I'm Dale,
And I'm Robert.
and this is your mini wargaming news podcast. So let's start off with hobbying. Did you do any hobbying this week, Robert?
I am going to plead the fifth and say that I was the bad boy. I didn't do jack. I actually don't think I did anything. I cut up an Elden Ring. I don't think I did any. I literally am trying to fake something right now, but I can't because I don't think I did anything.
Cool.
Yay me. I did it.
This week was weird. This week kind of went by really fast, and I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I've been really busy at work too, so it's like whatever. Anyway, I did hobbying, but not in the sense of painting. I after
Hobbying's hobbying.
Yeah, so after the whole debacle of Marvel Crisis Protocol last weekend, I really wanted to build a team that I liked, that was thought out, and that, had stuff that I would actually use. So I went through and I built a Marvel Crisis Protocol list for me, and I'll go ahead and let the folks know what it is. So it's Captain America, Steve Rogers, because he's my favorite. So why would I not use him? Hawkeye, he's the only one of the list that I didn't have, so I had to buy Hawkeye. So look for that on the channel soon. Black Widow, I'm using the one from the starter set, so the 2 cost one. Hulk, Punisher, who's also one of my favorites, so of course I wanted to put him in there. Thor, another favorite, so yes, he's in there. Wolverine, the new Doctor Strange, because I liked his healing and stuff from our game that we played. So I think that'll be really useful. Rocket, because he's also awesome, and Valkyrie. So that's my team.
So, do you just plan on running Avengers?
Yeah,
Like, how?
just Avengers.
Who
Uh,
fills out Avengers for you?
Cap, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Hulk, Thor, Wolverine, and that's it.
So
So
you're gonna keep three of them in your list no matter what at all times. You're
probably,
okay with
I mean,
that.
I
You're
always,
okay with that.
yeah, pretty much always gonna use Captain America. I think.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
And
Punisher,
Thor.
Thor, yeah, probably. Wolverine is an easy take. Hawkeye is an easy take. Um, I feel like those are easy to kind of. It's easy to kind of put in the Avengers list.
Gotcha.
I was thinking also maybe I could get rid of some people and like put like Hela and Loki in there too to maybe run an Asgard list as well. Um,
If you like it, I feel like
I
it's like
like
as long as you
Hela.
like
I
it.
like Hela. I like Valkyrie. I like Thor.
Who's the leader of Asgard?
Thor.
Okay.
So it's not terrible. Like just having those three, and if I were to play those three, I could use them. I'm not
Yeah.
really a fan of Loki, but whatever. Not like in the game. I don't know what he does in the game. Just like in general. Not like, oh hey, look, it's Loki. And then I figured out my deck of like the cards, the 8 cards that you get to bring with you, and all that stuff. I made sure that none of them were I had the right amount of limited ones, which I do. I have 2 limited cards, and that's Odin's Blessing.
Cheater.
Odin's Blessing reduces the damage by 1 to 1 or something like that when you take
Two
damage.
one or buy one because
Two
that's a
one,
stupid.
2-1.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one is the Field Dressing, which is same thing for the med pack. You can only have
Yeah.
one of like 2 of those in the pack. So those 2 are in there, and then I don't have any limited ones or anything like that. I got my settings that I wanted to use, like, or the objectives that I wanted to use, and then I put them all into like a little baggie, so they're all ready to go. Like I can just bring that with me. I don't have to bring my whole set with me.
Yeah, I gotta separate all my tokens. Do you have all your like bleed tokens and
Yeah,
stuff
I have
too,
all the
or?
tokens. I have every status effect that my people cause.
Gotcha.
I have, so that I
Cool.
could put them on other people's and be like, oh, here's lightning, here's stun, here's
Yeah.
it was weird too because I had to look up what some of the
Mhm.
tokens were. Like the stun
Mhm.
token is not what you think it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it isn't.
So I was just like, oh, this is weird.
And it's funny because like they come like these characters come with new tokens and stuff like that, but there's no explanation as to what the token actually is or what it looks like.
Right. So I had to find it on the wiki. I mean, not on the FAQ
The
for
Google
the
Doc.
yeah. So I was
Yeah.
able to figure out and which objectives go for which a scenario that you're
Yeah.
using, and then I got a cool little carrying case for them all. And for those of you who are looking for a carrying case for everything, let me tell you, a casserole carrier is the way to go. It's pretty cool. It's a thin, like flat, uh, hard, like a soft case, and you just buy like a pan, like a metal pan, that goes inside of it, like a casserole dish, and you put it in there, and you can magnetize all your models to it if you get a magnetic one. If you're stupid like me and don't get a magnetic one,
Yeah, you bought aluminum, didn't you?
no, I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's
Um,
aluminum. That's why it's probably not magnetic.
and then, but then I had those shingles, so I put the shingles in there, that are like 50 cents at Home Depot.
Yeah, like the little slat
Yeah,
shingle sampler or whatever.
roofing shingles.
Yeah,
And I put those in there, and I've magnetized all my guys, so everything's magnetized in there now. They're not going anywhere. It's super safe. The only thing you can't do is stack stuff on top of it. You can stack light stuff on it, but I wouldn't stack a whole bunch of heavy stuff on it.
yeah,
But yeah, so I have a whole like play kit and everything ready to go for like me to go to like your house and play or whatever. Like
nice.
it's all good to go.
Yeah, I usually just throw everything into a shoebox.
Yeah, and I put everyone else away, for now. And
Yeah, for
then
sure.
and then of course like there's room for growth, and like I have like already the ranking of like the order in which I would take people out.
Yeah,
So
for
like
sure.
when they add people that I do really want, then I can definitely take them out.
Yeah.
And thinking for me anyway, I mostly do want to play Avengers. So like I can't think of another faction that I would want to play anyway.
Yeah,
So
mine is only Shield, and we'll have to see who's all in that when it comes out.
yeah, so it's fine. Um, Also, hobbying, I guess I got some more tactics in the mail. If we want to talk about that, I know you guys are
Woo!
probably sick of tactics by now, but
We're not.
but I got I bought 3 more unopened boxes, and I thought they were series 2, but apparently they're series 1. And
Yeah, it was weird. They're like the right cover, but like the sides were wrong.
yeah, I
So
don't
it was
know.
like it was really weird.
Yeah, I only got 2 duplicates, and it was funny because it was a duplicate of Captain America, who's my favorite, and then Punisher, who's another one of my favorites. So that's funny. Everyone else I got was new. I got Daredevil, Pyro, Mystique, uh, and
One more.
Daredevil, Pyro, Mystique. Oh, Spider Man, and
Spider-Man.
Spider
That's
Man,
right.
and then I also bought a Thor, by itself on Amazon.
Yes.
I mean, not Amazon, on eBay. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean that was my hobbying this week. Um, Lots of just thinking. Oh, and there was a lot of thinking of Marvel Crisis Protocol and reading the rules. So yeah, so that was what was I was able to find out that, oh yeah, once you have the majority of people that are Avengers, then everyone else also gets the thing too, which I thought originally, but you corrupted me and made me change my mind to think that maybe that wasn't the
Well, that's
case.
because that's what made sense.
No, if there's enough Avengers, that they're all Avengers now. But yeah, so we didn't play any games, unless you played some more tactics with the wifey.
I did not. I have no nothing. Like I said, Elden Ring and work. That's
Yeah,
it.
I played a few games of like Pokemon trading card games, but that's not really wargaming. So so there's that. So we'll go into the news. It's gonna be pretty light episode this week. There wasn't a whole lot of news. There was a lot of lore, and
On both ends.
yeah, it was just a lot of lore on the end of Games Workshop, and like some kill team stuff that I was like, I don't really want to put that in there. So mostly for the news, I think there's only one Age of Sigmar news, and that news is that uh, Dwarves, Fire Slayers, and Eden Death, all their pre-orders are available now. So they're not pre-orders anymore. You can actually get them. Go to your store, get the new Fire Slayers book, get the new Eden Death book, get their cards and their dice. Like that's
So did you pre-ordered it?
yes.
So
So I'll get
but
it like
you
in
like you shipped
3 weeks.
it to your house though, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah. So I'll
How
get
come
it.
you just didn't have it delivered to the store right next to
I
you?
don't think it's there anymore.
You should have double checked because then you would get it tomorrow.
Then I have to drive over there, and gas is
Oh my god,
$7.
who cares? Get over it.
um, but yeah, so I was just like, eh. Um, that's the news for that. Sadly, like this release kind of came and went like really fast. Like there was no. I didn't feel
I
like
think
there
they're
was.
kind of sweeping it real fast because there's no new
Yeah,
models, right?
right. I didn't feel like there was like a big build up for it. There was. It's just like we had last week. We had a couple articles, and then a lot of articles about the Deepkin. Not so many about Fire Slayers, and now they're out, right? So it was kind of unceremoniously released. I feel like, and yeah, especially like there's no new models, which is disappointing, right? Super disappointing. Um, Rerolling Ones did a good kind of recap of like what's in those books and what they like and what they don't like. So if you're interested in that, go check out Rerolling Ones on YouTube. They're dope. Um, so that's it. So our next release for Age of Sigmar is going to be Night Haunt and Daughters of Cain. Um, hopefully there's new models. I don't know. At this rate, I kind of feel like there's not.
I doubt it. I think they're just trying to catch everyone up to the latest edition,
Yeah, and just
and
kind of rush
then
it out.
maybe come out with new rules later, plus models if they need to.
Yeah, it's kind
Just
of yeah.
because
We get
with the behemoth meta, and a lot of places not having a lot of updated behemoth rules, it might be hard to
well.
play.
See, so
So
this
like
is
they're
interesting, right? Because like Night Haunt don't have behemoths. There's none.
correct,
There
but you
is
run around the 4-up and Velen, aren't you?
right, but there is one behemoth um, of theirs, and it's a Forge World model. Uh, it's not great. I was trying. I was some guy was selling one on YouTube on
Does it look
Facebook.
cool?
No, um,
Oh,
it's just it's like a ghost with like big arms, and it's like stepping on a cow. It's it's not like here. Go to Forge World's website really quick.
I'm going
You
right
could
now.
look at it. It's cool, but it could be way cooler. I've seen 3D modeled ones that are way cooler. Like to be honest, um, it's right there. The Morngul. It looks kind of out of place. You see it yet? Here, I can just
It's
send it to
being
you.
weird.
I'll send it to you. It's right there. I sent you the link.
I still have to go through all this stupid robot stuff. Death. Oh yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, here.
Yep, can confirm it is stupid.
Yeah, can't confirm it's dumb. Like, so yeah, that's what it is. And so, I mean, I'm interested to
Why
see.
does destruction have 6? Okay, I said 11. Okay.
It's weird because like that we have the new models of the archers for the Night Haunt, and I'm super thankful for that. Like that's gonna be cool, I think. And then we have the new leader for the Night Haunt, and then we also have the new leader for the Daughters of Cain. But that they said that one is spring, right? Because this is winter that Fire Slayers came out, and then it goes spring, right?
It's already spring.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But so it's
Clocks go forward
so
this weekend, by the way.
oh cool. So it'll be spring release, and that's these Night Haunt and Daughters of Cain. So like I don't know, it feels like it's coming really fast, and we haven't seen a lot. But Eldar kind of pooped out a bunch of stuff really fast. So I don't know. I just don't think that Age of Sigmar gets the love that 40K does, and that's sad for me. But I know that 40K pays the bills for
Yep.
the most part. So on to 40K. They showed Tyranid stuff. Not
Yay!
a whole lot of stuff, but they showed it. So they showed the new codex cover art. It's a new art. Speaking of cover art for codexes, the Fire Slayers is not new cover art. It's the same cover art, which is kind of like what anyway. But whatever. It still has the red binding. Look for the red bindings if you're buying Age of Sigmar codexes, because that's the newest one. um, but they showed the new cover art for the Tyranids. It's cool. It looks cool. It's a good art piece. Um, but that was that. And then they announced a new combat patrol box for Tyranids, and it has 43 miniatures in it. It comes with a Hive Tyrant, 36 Termagants, 3 Ripper Swarms, and 3 Tyranid Warriors. What do you think about that?
It's good. I don't like them filling in.
36 Termagants?
Um,
You know, like
no, Termagants is fine because I'm gonna like because on my list it's a lot of Termagants too. But River Swarms and stuff, it's like I don't see the value in like it's like just give me better models that like, I could sub into a list later, you know?
do you think though that maybe Ripper Swarmers might play a bigger part
Well, they
in?
already do kind of play a big part. They're point fill. It counts as a troop. It's point fill. Like that's literally what it is.
Yeah, when we get into
So,
this late into this next, but they do have some other cool stuff that they get to do.
yeah,
Um,
so it's like
but it's a
I'm just trying to look at the
it's a
list
full
right
on
now.
Hive Tyrant kit, and so that's cool. So you can build the flying one or the normal one.
Yeah,
And then that's a lot of bits, right? That's the cool thing about Tyranids, I think, is you get a lot of bits.
for sure.
I don't know when this comes out. They said that the remember when we said that they're having one for what's it called, Grey Knights and the other one. What did we say? The other Chaos one. Those combat patrols are coming out first before these ones do. So don't hold your breath.
Yeah,
Maybe
just like these combat patrol boxes, they're just really big.
how much are they?
Like I think they're like $200.
Really? So
Pretty.
these aren't get starting boxes. These are like
No,
you
no. This is the next step. This is the next step up.
got
This is
it.
like if you were buying.
So you buy a
It's
get
like,
started and then you buy a combat patrol.
or you could just buy a combat control because it's more like a full army in a box.
Oh, because it does have like the three troop choices. Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is like a good entry.
Yeah, but it's just all.
It might not be stuff that you want.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like it's kind of hard to be nitpicky
Yeah, but you are
when you
saving.
want.
You are saving.
Of course, of
Presumably,
course.
you're saving. um, and then last on the news for Tyranids this week is there's a new Tyranid model, and we remember those wings that we talked about on the rumor engine that Robert was like, they're ringed warriors. That's what it is. Um, it's not. It's not those. It is. It's called the Parasite of Mortex. It was, I guess, first mentioned in the 5th edition Codex. Um, it is a flying beast, a giant flying beast. I think it's a leader model. It has the synapse keyword, so it can do whatever that does. What does the synapse do? It lets them issue orders and stuff.
It's so you don't have to take battle shock if you're within it.
Gotcha. So and then the showed the stats. It's movement 16, weapon skill 2, uh, ballistic skill 3, strength 5, toughness 5, 6 wounds, 6 attacks, 8 leadership, and a save of a 4 up. What are your thoughts on that?
I like the movement.
It's obviously
Toughness
flying.
5 is okay. Wound 6 is okay. Save 4 is good. It's just it's meant to be a frontline fighter to
It is a
do its
melee.
thing.
It does seem like it's a melee only
Well,
guy.
but it's meant to, like, you're gonna get locked in combat, so people can't shoot you, so that's great. Um, it has a good weapon skill, good ballistic skill, but it's meant to get in the fight because it needs to do its abilities, which are the parasitic infection stuff.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna talk about now. So it has its melee weapon, the barbed ovipuster. I don't know. It's strength +1, so that'll make you a strength 6, AP 1, damage 1, and that doesn't seem like super great, right? Because you get 6 attacks, you're only doing 1 damage each. That kind of seems sad, but it has a lot of special rules that are pretty dope. So it's a parasitic infection ability on that weapon, and then what that does is it provides 1 mortal wound in addition to normal damage for every wound that you do. So that's pretty dope. Like you wound them, and then you get to do a mortal wound and your regular hits. So that's pretty good. And then on top of that, um, it every if you do 2, I think it was 2 wounds on the enemy that way, then it gives the unit that you attacked parasites, and the parasites do D3 mortal wounds on the enemy's command phase. So like when it's their turn on their command phase, they take mortal wounds and then they roll a dice, and if they'll take the wounds and they go away, or they take the wounds and it still stays. So
So it's a little different actually than what you thought it was. So it's if they suffer 1 wound, then then you roll a dice, and then on 1 to 3 they get D3 mortal wounds, and on a 4 to 6, uh, they get D3 mortal wounds, and they keep the parasite.
that's
On
what I
1 to 3
was.
they don't keep the parasite, and if they get 2 mortal wounds, then you get a place a Ripper Swarm
Okay.
within 3 of them.
Yeah, so if you get 2 mortal wounds, you get to spawn a Ripper Swarm squad within 3 of the unit. Um, the weapon also gets an additional attack, so you'll get 7 attacks. And on top of all of that, if the enemy is infected with parasites, they don't have objective secured anymore. So that's a lot of stuff. Um,
Yeah.
and but it's cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I don't
It's
really
nice
understand
theming.
this. I don't really understand this ability on the Barb Ovipositor thing though. It says like parasitic infection each time the bear fights. It makes 1 additional attack with
Yeah,
this weapon,
so you get 7
and no more than 1 attack can be made with this weapon
right. So you're
while
not.
resolving that fight.
So what you're doing is you're not splitting. You can't split your attacks between 2 different units. It's only into 1 unit. That's what that means.
Well, that doesn't really make sense to me because there's literally an attack stat and it says you have 6.
Yeah, and it gives you
So
plus
this is
1,
saying you could,
so
yeah,
7.
but it's
But
saying you
you
and
can't.
no more than 1 attack can be made. 1 attack means 1 attack swing,
No,
like 1 dice.
it's it.
That's how I read it.
No, I think it's you can't fight again and you can't like like I think there's like
No, you can fight again because this is while resolving that fight. Like that's why it's confusing the wording on this.
yeah,
It
I
says
think what it is that it won't let you. It's either you can't fight again, or you can only fight one unit and not two units. Like you can't split your attacks into two different units. But I could be totally
I don't
wrong.
know.
Yeah,
It's really weird. It's worded really weirdly.
it's a big paragraph like on a weapon, which is not
No, no,
great.
no. I'm not looking at the big huge thing. I'm looking at the two-sentence thing that's above parasitic infection that explains parasitic infection. I'm not looking at that.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah,
It's just the ability of the gun,
yeah. Who
which
knows?
looks
Well,
or
it's not a gun though. It's
the
a melee
yeah
attack.
yeah the melee attack. It just
Yeah.
looks weird.
Um. So then that brings us into the rumor engine, and the rumor engine is like a chess baby. Uh, it's like a little uh thing. It could be everyone's thinking Skaven. It says it's an adorable little blighter. Um, so that's chaos for sure, right? And the rumor that we have that I've heard and that we've been talking about is that it's after Night Haunt and Daughters of Cain, it's Skaven and Seraphon. So that would kind of play into the Skaven section of it, especially since they're
Yeah.
mostly just getting new leaders. So this would be a new leader. I'm hoping it's a Beast of Chaos thing, like that's a baby centaur or something. But but yeah, it doesn't. It's not. It's weird. It's definitely too cute to be Warhammer. So so it's weird. So it's weird. What do you think?
I didn't see it, so
Oh, I thought I sent it.
you say blighter. I mean, that definitely sounds Skaven-y to me.
Right. Here I'll show you the picture. It's hilarious. It is. It seems out of place for Warhammer. You're like you look at that and you're like, wait, what? This is Warhammer? Because it's like a little baby. They're trying to get on the baby Grogu train or whatever. But
That boat's long sailed.
here, upload. There you go.
Looks like someone holding it.
Well, it's like tangled in like some hair or something. But like maybe that's a banner,
It could be like a vampire thing.
right? But like it's weird, right?
It just looks weird, yeah.
It's like what is that? So yeah, that's it for Games Workshop. Like there, like I said, there's not a whole lot this week for them. It is what it is.
Yeah, so Atomic Mass is also very light. No new articles this week. Basically, just announced that Mini Extravaganza will be in June of 2022. So that'll be round 3 of their Mini Extravaganza in the summer. Last year, they announced the like kind of bounty hunter faction for Legion. They announced Ahsoka, Mandalorian figures, Ewoks, that kind of stuff.
I'm down for
No news
Ewoks.
for Armada. So yeah, so they haven't announced anything past Nick Fury, which is now pushed back to April. So I guess maybe we probably won't even see new Crisis Protocol stuff until June, potentially, which is kind of sad because that puts us 3 months out, 2 months out after the next release, to see if like so we'll just have to hold on to what we have. But I mean, hopefully it's good. Hopefully, because they showed a lot of things in December. A lot of models, and we just haven't seen any more news about it. So I wonder where they're sitting and where they're at. I know they're trying to get their logistics straight because they just procured the rights for the Armada and the Legion stuff. They're taking it away from Fantasy Flight. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh, I forgot some other news for. But do you have any more other news for
Oh,
them?
that's it.
Oh, okay. There was some other news. It's kind of up your alley for Blades of Corn. So the new White Dwarf that is coming out has um, a Battle Tome update inside the White Dwarf magazine.
Mm-hmm.
It'll give them a new battle trait, a new war scroll for the Skull Altar thing, a grand strategy, and 3 battle tactics for match play.
Interesting.
So there's some
So
stuff
it's
in there.
like
I
yeah,
saw
so it'll be like the Leviathan release for
Well, I
Tyranids.
saw a review of it, and apparently it's not that great. But
Yeah,
maybe you'll like it because it's not the way we
yeah, I
play,
don't
right?
care. Yeah, exactly.
So like if you like it, that's probably the best that you can get.
Yeah.
And it's something, right? It's something to hold you over until you at least get a third edition codex.
Well, I just bought this one, so please no.
Well, I mean, come on. Like Corn's pretty old. Like
Of course.
I was watching like the thing, and they're at a 10% win rate, which is not great, right? Like,
They're cool models.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're at 10% win rate. Sorry, against the top rated ones, which is Seraphon right now, right?
Yeah.
They're not picked often, just in general. I think they said that they're like 8%, no, 4% of players play Chaos and play Blades of Corn. So I'm gonna probably bring those up. Um,
Yeah.
but not bad, not bad. But yeah, so this is a super short episode this week. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? You want to
Mhm.
stretch this on a little bit, or?
No, then need to stretch on anything else. I mean, we don't have anything new to talk about. I think I just need to get back into hobbying, back into painting. When I get my Rhino and Nick Fury proxies, then there'll be more, but just have to wait.
Cool. Yeah, there's a the people that make the 3D models. What's it, like Studio
Trident
27 or
and
something?
C3 or something like that.
Yeah, like those guys. They have a new pack coming out this weekend, and it has a Nova in it. So I'm kind of like, uh
Don't
oh.
buy the pack unless you want to print it yourself,
Well,
but you
no,
can
no.
just
Like I'll find someone to be able to print it for me.
yeah,
But
on Etsy they print them with the license because they
right,
get them.
and I would probably just use him as Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's what I would do
Like, and then that's another Avenger that I can keep in my list. So,
for sure.
like, not bad, not a
Yeah,
bad addition. And Captain Marvel's pretty good. I just don't like Captain Marvel in general, so that's why I don't use her. But yeah, so hopefully we get some more announcements for this new Arena of Shades pack for Age of Sigmar. So maybe hopefully there'll be more models. Um, hopefully we get more than just a new hero for all this Age of Sigmar stuff that's coming out, because it is kind of disappointing when that happens. Um, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see and cross our fingers. But until then, we'll talk to you next week. We have new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Ask us a question. Ask us questions in the chat. I see that I got 3 new subscribers to the YouTube channel this week, so that was pretty dope. Thank you to those guys. Those guys being uh, Prembo87 and Poxelin AD LOL and LBN Astartes. Thank you for subscribing, and we'll see you guys next week.